Hey guys, it's me, Jeffrey again. So today I wanted to talk about what happened last night, which has to do with what AT&T did yesterday or last night, and that was respond to which was a response to a hashtag release the Snyder Cut tweet. Now, what? Now I have it here. Probably should have set it up, but let's go. We really don't do make mistakes, so might as well keep it raw. So, so here is how this conversation went, who where we had where we started off with Warner Media to basically tweeting about Looney Tunes and really about like why it should return, and also and at the same time promoting HBO Max. So then what happens here is who Jeffrey Robertson tweeted out a reply saying the Batman v Superman Bugs and Daffy hashtag releases Snyder Cut Warner Brothers Zack Snyder's Justice League at Warner Brothers at Warner Media Group at AT&T, and then Leonidas posed, and then this guy Leonidas posted a GIF of applause, and then AT&T who replied to Jeffrey Robertson with the gift that Rihanna was winked and then smiled with a blue heart. Now, what does that mean? To me, that obvious. To me, that says that they are hearing us as that Jay obviously that's what Jay Leva said. Yes, or not yesterday, a few years ago, where it's saying they are listening to us, and really at the same time saying that they do acknowledge it this time full heartedly and not just say a line from Zack Snyder's Justice League from the from the movie. They actually do send this little wink or nod like thing. So what that means to me is that, like I said in my last video of 2019, that it is definitely coming this year. And here's the thing that really catches my eye on this whole thing, and that has to do with what Jeffrey Robertson tagged, and it was and really, if you didn't catch it, I'll leave the ads again. At Warner Brothers, at Warner Media Group, at AT&T. Now, here's the thing that caught my attention. He didn't tag HBO Max. Now, for those of you who don't know, who haven't seen the videos where I said that that the Snyder Cut won't be on HBO Max, I haven't, and really I go into really all the details on why the Snyder Cut won't be on HBO Max. And at this point, and before this tweet, I was still very adamant about that on Twitter and all that because really it just seemed too simple for Zach to do, and because really anyone can just get HBO Max and they'd be good, and up for those who are overseas from the U.S. I really just like you can really just go there on YouTube TV. And also, there's like this other thing that really does capture my eye on why it wouldn't be on why this Night Cut won't be on HBO Max. I really just thought about this a few weeks ago, and that has to do with the fact that in the long run, HBO Max won't be a lot of money won't be a lot of money for the Snyder Cut to them. Cause like think about it like this. If you're running a business and you want this movie to be out, what movie what would you do to get the most money out of it? Would you A put it in theaters where you can potentially get billions of dollars and a billion and really a more widespread audience, which also again does add a lot more money into that movie that you want and you want to get richer off of it, or do you B want to put it in a streaming service, which you'll probably get like I don't know how much Warner HBO Max is, but let's just say about $9 a month. Like let's just say that it's $9 a month. And so so basically that would probably get you like maybe 100, maybe $500,000 versus you putting it out on theaters and potentially getting millions of dollars and billions of dollars and all that. Like, you see what I mean? Like, for HBO Max, it's a cool, easy idea to put it on. Put this Night Cut on HBO Max, but really for the big picture, from a business perspective, it would be more likely to put it in theaters, especially for those who don't know, AT&T is in debt, and so they're gonna want all the money they want to and all the money they can get, meaning that they would have to put it in theaters. So then we go into what for those who found out on Twitter about the AT&T tweet, and they're trying, and I know that people are still trying to find it now, and really AT&T deleted that GIF tweet, and what that means to me is that this is a bigger thing than people are saying, because really for the media they're probably saying, oh wow, they're a crazy group and all that. Like, you know what, like, which for me, on a side note, like, what if we are crazy? Like, there are such a things as mad geniuses, right? like we had like we have Joker, we have we have Lex Luthor from Superman Birthright and BBS. So, like, it seems like people have forgotten the notion of mad geniuses. So, yeah, there's that. A little side note. But let's go back to them, to AT&T deleting it in that gift tweet. So, this has happened actually before in a way where we had where we, for those who are Matt Hardy fans, you, and when, back when Matt Hardy was in this wrestling promotion called TNA, and he was debuting this new character, which is the Broken character. He tweeted a video out of him in a hoodie where he was talking in riddles, and then he deleted it, and really no one ever thought of it until it was actually that same video, that same deleted video was shown on TNA, and then that really was like the road ahead for that really was the road ahead for for the Broken gimmick to be made, which, for those who are also wrestling fans, the Broken character basically blew up, and really Matt Hardy has completely reinvented himself in the late of his career. So I'm seeing this like Matt, as AT&T doing this doing the same thing that Matt did, as really, it's definitely coming, like we keep saying, 2020 is the year. Like, let's face it, with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie design change, and with it also being rewarded, and I'm Warner Brothers, that I'm seeing that really giving the fans what they want does have its rewards. It really is, like and giving it a 22-year slow burn for fans to see it. Imagine, think about it like this. Think about it like you're putting something in the slow cooker for a few days, and then when it's ready to you go in to eat, the meal is ready to eat. You are you taste it, and you think it's the best thing in the world. Now think about the Snyder Cut movement. This is the Snyder Cut is basically like a bomb waiting to go off. Like, it's just waiting to go off, and really, and it's just almost it's just ready to go, and it's going to pop off of the movie business, and possibly change the whole thing about Hollywood nowadays, which is going to be part two of this video right now. Because let's talk about the media for a sec. Let's start off with the media. The media seems to be eating seems to be having this battle with us, which, forget this whole seems thing, they are having a battle with us where they're saying, where they're trying to convince the public that the Snyder Cut doesn't exist and all that. Now, the thing is, why would they do that? Now, here's my thing. I believe that the reason why they are against the notion of the Snyder Cut is because they don't want to be wrong. They are the best that they are the best. They who believe that no one is better than them. They believe that that they want to control the world. They believe they want to control all of media. Now, when the Snyder Cut releases, they will be they. That's when they lose. That is when they lose and the public turns on them because once the Snyder Cut releases, you know that every YouTuber in the Snyder Cut movement will be saying that we really all knew this. And for those who don't know, like for people who are saying, but that doesn't make any sense, like why would that be? And really, there was this video on Cinema Blend where Ben Affleck did say that Warner Brothers that the Snyder Cut should be available. Now, the reason why I mentioned the video and the article that Cinema Blend put up, they did they don't mention this, where in the video what caught my eye was there were these two other actors, and when Ben Affleck mentioned the Snyder Cut, if you like, the two other actors next to him were like, "Yo, you heard this thing, the Snyder Cut thing?" Like they were like completely new to it, and so that means that the Snyder Cut, the number one news source to get it from are these small are these small journalists and these YouTubers that are reporting news, and and really like and really for what the Snyder Cut will mean when it's released for Hollywood in general. To me, ultimately, like you know how there's this whole notion of Disney and about how there's this whole notion of studio meddling and all that. Like the Snyder Cut movement is about artistic integrity to put to for directors to do the film that they want to do. And really, for those who haven't seen Doctor Sleep, what happened with the Doctor Sleep is they put their movie that and theatrical cut was 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it was still an okay movie at the time for those who saw the theatrical cut. But for the for the director's cut that Warner Brothers actually helped the director finish, which was a extra 30 minutes of footage, and it really did help explain a lot and make the movie better. So really like not so really like this like once the Snyder Cut releases, it will open the door for directors to put more opportunities for directors to put their artistic vision in the movie 100%, no strings attached. Now, and really like I said, like this whole thing just molds into this whole movement, because really, like, people are saying that, like, I still remember this article years ago where people say, where this article is basically titled, should the studios re should studios basically have reward fans for bad behavior? And what made it frustrated at the time, and still gets me frustrated, for the picture and the article, they had a group of people who take a picture of the sign with hashtag release the Snyder Cut in front of Warner Brothers. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see that any way as bad behavior. I see that as simply people voicing their opinion. And remember, that article was 2 years ago, back when the movement was first starting. So really it comes down to this. The the Snyder Cut movement is really not any bad behavior, but is really the complete opposite of that, and it really does care about artistic integrity. And for those who don't know, like, we had this whole thing, for those who are new to the Psycho movement, we had this whole thing about, we had this whole arts festival that everyone took part in, and poster including the Snyder Cut poster contest that we took part in. And there are some very good posters on there. Like, there are some very, very good posters on there. Even some posters that are better than the movie posters that have been shown. Like, I've never seen so many good posters in my life. So there are, like, a lot of good artists on in this movement, and really we do care about artistic integrity. So yeah, like, if when this Night Cut does release, that not only does the media lose, but it will change how we look at it in a entirely new light. So, and in terms of some of the mainstream media looking at this video, I want to say hi. So yeah, like really, like, this whole thing is just really high, really heavy to take in from the bigger picture. And really, like, once again, I will keep speaking on this, that the Snyder Cut will be released in theaters. And another thing, before I go off, I know this video is long enough as it is, but I noticed this thing where Zack Snyder likes to announce movies on important days, like for really, and the for the Snyder Cut, I think he's either going to announce it on BBS Day, or on April 10th. Now, why is April 10th important? It's because it's the day that that Excalibur 1981 was released, and really there are a lot of Excalibur parallels, and also not only that, but really also the fact that April 10th is the start of Easter weekend. Now, and as you know, for those who are known in the who know the Bible, Easter Sunday is where Jesus what rose from the dead, kind of like how Superman does rise from the dead in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And also, it could also be a double meaning for the rebirth of the Snyderverse, like the Snyderverse rises from the dead. So, with so yeah, I do believe Zack Snyder's Justice League will be released in theaters. That's a video, guys. Tell me what you think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.